Stardom 101. Stardom 101. Stardom 101.
Stardom 101.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast. Shining light on today's tastemakers
and innovators.
Kicking it with your host, Christopher Boykin. It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast.
It's Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast here back on iHeartRadio. Thank you guys once again for tuning into our platform, our show that we host weekly, where we introduce prominent, talented individuals all across the world, game changers in society, really doing prominent things for us. And today I have a lovely guest. She goes by the name of Dr. Stepheny Finnie is in the building. Virginia, RPA, stand up, Virginia. Let's go.
Hello.
How you doing? How's your day?
I'm good. Thank you so much. I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm blessed to see another day. It's a beautiful day today, as it always is. Absolutely. Yes. Dr. Finnie Care, LLC. Can you literally give us a background story of your company and literally the foundation and the literally the history of why you had started?
Sure. Dr. Finnie Care was established to provide non-toxic, chemical-free, plant-based feminine care products to, any woman in need. But we focus on, we do have a concern for veterans and for those in low-income communities, because we have found out that a lot of our advertising for these particular products are prominent in the low-income communities. Additionally, over 600,000 women annually have hysterectomies in the United States. And 70% of that number are women of colors. And I believe that's a direct result of a lot of the products that we're using during our monthly cycles at that time of the month. And women don't know that what they're purchasing is toxic. We go to the store and we purchase these products because it is a basic care need. It's something that we need. But, a lot of times, if you really research the products that you're putting on your body, because our skin is our biggest organ, you'll find out that a lot of what we're using has toxins and chemicals, to include recycled newspaper, bleach, rayon, plastic. Women flow heavy. That's what makes them have, pain and cramping. A lot of women are suffering from UTIs. As you can tell, I'm very open and transparent. But I believe that if we put these conversations on the table, then they won't be so taboo, and people won't think it's a bad thing, because at the end of the day, the reason that we can be fruitful and multiply is because we have a cycle during that time of the month. And so I'm here to bring the conversation to the table. I'm here to make it a comfortable conversation so that we can talk about it more and really promote a healthy product that's going to work with our bodies instead of against our bodies, which is what has been happening thus far.
Absolutely. Can you tell us about some of the health and wellness products that you particularly produce or you particularly provide?
Yes. And let me say this really quick. I do not manufacture any products, but I am an ambassador for Rain Feminine Care. Nice. And this is a Black-owned sanitary napkin company out of McDonough, Georgia. It's also a veteran-owned business. And we provide everything for, women during that time of the month, to include those that may be past their feminine flow stage, maybe in the premenopausal or menopausal phase. So we have panty liners. We have panty liners with wings. We also have our newest product, which is panty liners for thongs. And some people may say, "Are you serious?" But sometimes, ladies, we have to wear those type of things depending on the type of garment that you have.
Correct.
And so and then we also have our moderate, heavy, and super heavy flow pack pads. And the unique thing about this product is that whether it's the panty liners or the actual pads, there is a unique, innovative technology called graphene. It's a graphene strip. And graphene was founded in 2004 by two physicists who won the Nobel Prize in 2010. So this is a Nobel Prize winning technology. And it helps with inflammation. It helps with cramping. It helps increase metabolism. It also helps to remove heat from our core, because during that time of the month, most women kind of get, a little warm, if not hot, in that area. And so it helps with that. And there is also a component to this graphene strip where if any type of bacteria comes into contact with it, it's going to slice it in half, because graphene is a 99.9% bacteria killer. which is
Wow.
something that we need in our feminine care, which is why many women are finding relief in the areas of UTIs and yeast infections, and even fragrance, otherwise known as odor. Women are no longer dealing with that during that time of the month. So it is a game changer because you're getting a product that has breathability, because it's got a plant-based polymer. It's got natural cotton. It's got this graphene strip. So it's really got all of these health benefits. And it's also giving you the protection that you need during that time of the month, so you don't have to deal with the accidents and leakage and things like that.
Understood. Is there any type of like vitamin supplements or any type of things that the female can take too, in addition to the care products? Is that an avenue as well too, with sprays or vitamins or anything of that nature?
Well, I'm glad that you brought that up, because we actually do have all natural vegan vitamin sprays.
Oh, nice.
And this is for the entire family. So we have a multivitamin spray for men, women, and children, which has their basic daily vitamin within each spray. And then we also have a vitamin C plus zinc. And you can take vitamin C and zinc separately, but when you take it together, it's a more synergistic formula and it works better together. So we have a vitamin C plus zinc vitamin spray. Then we also have a vitamin D3 spray. And a lot of individuals, particularly African Americans, have a vitamin D deficiency. And so this vitamin D3 supplement is very good, because vitamin D3 is the best vitamin D you can take. And so we have it in a spray form. And then the last one that we have is the keto spray, which actually helps with appetite suppression. And if I will tell you that for myself, as a woman who's still in her feminine flow stage, I take the multivitamin spray, because everybody needs a multivitamin. And then I also take the vitamin D3 because I have a vitamin D deficiency. And I also take the C plus zinc because I want to keep my metabolism up. Especially because of the pandemic, everybody needs to focus on keeping their metabolism up, keeping their immune system boosted, and that's what that vitamin C plus zinc is going to do. And it's also going to help during that time of the month, because it's going to work in combination with the feminine care, because the vitamin C plus zinc is known to help in certain areas when it comes to women's feminine flow.
Understood. Is there opportunities for children, youth as well too? Are the products mainly just for the adults, the females? Are there any youth or kid products as well too that you can elaborate on?
Yes, there's a children's vitamin spray that,
nice.
Yes. And my son is 12 and he's been taking it for a couple of years now. And most children prefer that better than Flintstone vitamins. And I'm not knocking any brand, because I don't bash other brands, but I know a lot of times the Flintstone vitamins are kind of chalky tasting, whereas ours, you just spray 8 times, and they're quick sprays. You just spray under the tongue, let the saliva kind of mix in, and then you swallow and you're done for the day. And if you feel like 8 sprays are too much, you can do 4 and 4. But for myself personally, I know I would forget. So I just go ahead and do 8 at one time.
I see. I see. In terms of the products, when people purchase, is it available for purchase domestically, internationally? The shipping, can you elaborate a little bit on that, on how to order the products, how to get them delivered to your door? What is the process of that? Can you get it overseas? Can you get it just in the U.S.? Just the distributing factors?
Sure. I can elaborate on that. So everything can be ordered through my website at drfcare.com. We don't ship globally yet, although we are in Mexico now, and we are looking into the Bahamas and a few other places, but we are definitely in all 50 states. So we can ship within all 50 states, and all of the feminine care products, to include the panty liners with wings, panty liners for thongs, moderate, heavy, super heavy flow pack pads, are $6 per package. So we are not breaking the bank. That's very affordable in comparison to what women already pay over the counter. And there is a shipping price, but it's very, very small. It ships within 1 to 2 business days. It's going to arrive within your doorstep very, very soon. It's a very quick shipping process. I've had no one complain about the shipping. Nice. We also have auto ship. So you can set it to where, let's say, I want to get my product on the 5th of every month. So on the 1st of every month, which is always 5 days before you set your auto ship date, you'll get a notification from the company that'll say, hey, you have a shipment that's going to go out in 5 days. Do you still want this shipment? Do you want to increase the amount, the actual quantity? Do you want to decrease it? So you have an opportunity within those 5 days to make an adjustment to your auto ship. And then after that, it will ship out on the 5th day. You can even cancel it if maybe you have too much product.
Understood.
And then as far as the vitamin sprays, we have those at $15 per package per spray on my website. And they ship as well within 1 to 2 business days, very, very quickly.
Fantastic. Do you offer any type of educational resources or any information, courses, seminars where people can get more information, read up on a study, get more familiar of the history, the background, the industry?
Sure. Yes, you can actually go to my website, drfcare.com, and you will see a plethora of health and wellness information. You'll see a lot of testimonials. I actually host an IG Live every week titled, Do You Know What's in Your Feminine Care? Where I do a demonstration of the product, and then I bring on a special guest, which is a customer, to tell their testimony of the product and based on how much better it is in comparison to a previous brand. And we do not bash other brands. So I always talk in advance, let them know all you need to say is, previously I used, a product that made me feel like this, and now using Rain, I use this one. So that is every week IG Live that I do. And I don't have a particular date because what I do is I work around the guest schedule. So it could be on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
I see.
And then I do vending events, and I mean, pretty much, I've gone to Florida, I've gone to New Orleans, Oklahoma, Texas, Virginia, etc. So we cover, all over, the coast, all over the West Coast. Obviously, we're getting into the East Coast more. We're promoting this more and more, and we want to really get out there and promote at a lot of vendor events. And I'm not the only ambassador out there, but for myself, through Dr. Finnie Care, I'm ready to travel and get this product promoted. Fantastic. And other than that, we also have the ability for you to connect with us one-on-one as ambassadors, so we can connect with you through different organizations. Like I go to different church events. I'm also very active through the local chamber of commerce and things like that. So yes.
Fantastic. Will you be, I know you alluded to earlier, is there any upcoming events coming up, something recently? I know you do the IG Lives as well. Anything in person where people can get opportunity to meet you in person, or any type of demonstrations, anything of that nature?
Well, there's a possibility in April. I haven't set the date yet, but I'm looking at the Atlanta Jazz Festival, which is the last week. Or the last weekend in the month of April. So I'm looking to book that. I may be there. That's like a 3-day event, a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so that would be one. There's also an event. I think it's the Saturday before Labor Day. It is, no, it's not Labor Day, Memorial Day. Yes. It's on that Saturday. It's called Seersucker Sounds and Suits, I believe it is. It's through one of the Omega chapters. It's right here in Richmond. I'll be at that on that Saturday. So I've got some events coming up. It's just, we're getting them reviewed slowly to figure out which ones we're going to be available to do, and which ones would be, the best bang for the buck, because we want to make sure that we can really connect with a lot of people, a lot of people.
Absolutely. Are you big on collaborations or sponsorships? That maybe some companies want to get behind you, support your product, support you financially. Sponsorships, a lot of people like to do partnerships of that nature, really in support of what you have going on. Are you open to those type of deals and collaborations if the circumstances and everything panned out correctly?
Absolutely. I actually started a nonprofit in 2022, Dr. Finnie's Care Incorporated. And so I am gearing that up because my goal on the profit side, LLC, is to, of course, generate income and funds. But on the nonprofit, I want to actually donate to low income communities. So donations are welcome. Sponsorships are welcome. So we can really target our low income communities and not just talk about the product, but give the product, because there's some people who actually cannot afford the product. And I know people say, are you serious? People can't afford feminine care? Oh, yes. There are people that are making compromises right now between, should I purchase my prescription medication or purchase my feminine care? And 9 times out of 10, they're going to purchase their prescription and figure out how to make it work with their feminine care, whether they got to makeshift it, figure it out themselves. And so we would like to be able to donate the product so they don't have to worry about that. And that includes going into homeless shelters, into transition centers, to give the product so they can have it on hand.
Absolutely. That's perfectly stated. Dr. Finley, what's the best way for the listeners to stay in contact with you? I know you alluded to your website earlier. Are you on social media as well? What's the best place for them to zone in, purchase the products, support the products, and continue to support you and the brand?
Thank you so much. You can go to my website, drfcare.com, if you want information about the products, you want to purchase the products, you want to know more about them, you want to know about you. As a matter of fact, you want to just know more about health and wellness in that area of health, you can go to drfcare.com. If you want to reach out to me, you can go to my Instagram handle, which is at Dr. Finnie Care, and that's DRF as in Frank, INNIE CARE, Dr. Finnie Care. On Instagram. You can also go to my my email address, which is drfcare@gmail.com. Again, that's drfcare@gmail.com. And you can also send me a message and call me. I may not get back to you right then, but I will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. That's 804-715-1486.
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it best from Dr. Finley. Dr. Finley, thank you again for all that you do on this important matter. Literally, it's very important. It's intricate. And we thank you so much for continuing to do what you do and being an advocate for women in general, not just for women, for children, and continue to do what you do in society. We really appreciate that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, especially being a male. I tell our men, if you have important women in your life, you shouldn't shy away from this topic, because if you have important women in your life, you need to know about this information. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure. Like I said, this episode will be shared with my wife and my kids.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Thank
Stardom
you.
Magazine, iHeartRadio. Ladies and gentlemen, you tuned in once again for an excellent episode. This episode is named, and you already know what it is, Stardom on the Rise, and Dr. Finley fits that title perfectly. Until next week, we see you guys again. Peace.
Are you on the rise to stardom? Well, get featured in the next issue of Stardom 101 Magazine and promote your business or products today. Text MAG to 804-550-8647 or visit stardom101mag.net.
You're listening to the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast with Christopher Boykin. Be sure to subscribe and download this episode, and continue to listen to Stardom on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.